the early pressure from MIBR and just really sailed away, cruised away with the victory.
See, sometimes it's nice to try.
Yeah.
See how much better that feels?
I'm reading a new book, and the first chapter is don't try. So I'm getting mixed messages.
Let's get
here we are,
it.
Pistol Live. MIBR significant underdogs now entering this. fnatic started so strong in the first map, and Breno at the ready. He spots the shadow coming in with 3 players in towards him, and Roy has control of the toilets.
That's a really powerful opening move from fnatic, and they're not slowing down. All the defense is here. Double peek, but exit's been gushed. And Henny's got a lot of work to do because his teammates got no HP, but fnatic backing away for the moment.
Still plenty of time. They've got that full-on control. They are pretty much committed towards the A bomb site here. Look at the other half of the map. Nothing to speak of. Time is of the essence. You're going to lose territory momentarily as well. So at this stage, they still have the smoke, the flashbang, trying to get up towards long. But Henny, he looks like a bit of a roadblock here, just jumping for information, buying time, running that clock down.
It's a good information play from Turtle. I mean, it's a risk, but he's looking to gain the intel for his team. I think he's just missed it. I think he's made the wrong call, the wrong read of what was happening, because fnatic never actually evacuated long. Look at the stack. Everyone from MIBR rotated over to the B bomb site, and exit with 6 HP is now the only one kind of coming back.
But Turtle just gets the perfect chance, but he has to get the shot. He does.
Of all the shots to hit, that was the one that connects.
That could have been a little troublesome, but 25 seconds left. Still trying to get in towards this A side. Ball in the back, exits, gets caught by Roy. Cut down, 20 seconds left. Turtle around the backside, and he spots them crossing over to the truck, but he can't do anything about it. Henny in towards Roy, and Roy swings. Good headshot. Another kill added to the tally here for fnatic, and this post-plat's looking a lot better, but Sani might have something to say about it.
2 players remaining. The HP is a crucial factor here. Roy will be the last man remaining. 2 versus 1. The defuse is coming in the 10 seconds. It looks like it's going to be absolutely enough.
Swing.
He'll be taken down momentarily. Bomb goes down, and it will be a lovely little pistol there from IBI. It looked like they were out of position, out of time. fnatic, though, very slow in their approach and allowing them to rotate back in. Gives up the important pistol.
Yeah, it's all that like aggressive push into bank to go down the CT spawn stairs. The fact that fnatic wasn't able to fully clear that out with that piece of aggression, it was really, really painful. Puts them out of position and doesn't actually get them any kind of advantage they would have liked to have had. They had to worry about way too many players. And MIBR just barely get through this round with a victory. That's by the skin of their teeth.
It wasn't pretty by any stretch of the imagination for either side, but a nice finish from Roy. He looked like an absolute beast on the first map. Wasn't quite enough, unfortunately. But
that's the one, though, when you can't get that second kill. You kind of just get frozen in bank, and both your players have moved to kind of take control of that, and they're out of position to look for the bomb, or to stop Turtle on the flank, who you already knew was going to be flanking as well.
Well, it's going to be the second round forced by virtue of the bomb.
Second round timeout as well.
Yeah, well, sometimes you need to have a little discussion, work out where the land lies, and they've gone for 3 Desert Eagles, the AK-47 and a Galil. Roy with the aforementioned AK. Got a nice array of utility as well, and up against the MP9s, couple of M4s, and the Scout of Henny as well. So timeout concludes.
What would you be doing here?
What would I be doing?
With this kind of buy.
I'm not sure I'm the guy to ask. I guess on the T side, you know you're pretty equally matched in terms of firepower. Running the default here, trying to see if there's any CT aggression, any funny business going on, then playing to a B execution, I would imagine. And here's the funny business, Jason.
Yeah, well, I was going to say what you can do is put some faith in Crims, because he's been playing this position on Overpass for a long, long time. He's very good, very solid, very reliable. This time, completely neutralized by a good flash play. Still some aggression from MIBR is going to be finally forced back, and we'll kind of stall out into a little bit of neutrality.
Well, empty bomb site towards B at the moment. fnatic still stacking their forces heavily towards A. And Henny's dropping back from long to join the A site defense attempt. And he might be the information gatherer here. Could be the canary in the coal mine about this play forward from fnatic. Nobody fighting yet. Finally, Roy decides to take his fight, goes for the fight and wins it. Roy with another big kill, and that could open things up. But one of the rifles is taking significant damage, and we're at the 4v4 point.
Henny Scout, not able to connect with anything just yet. A lot of pressure coming his way, but he's got a lot of teammates arriving at this point as well. Still seeing absolutely no targets.
Swings. Again, a couple of players are low to the Scout, but Henny's just not landing anything, and they're going to be overrun. fnatic into the site, and all the kills needed start to come through. It's just Turtle left with an M4.
Explain it. It makes no sense.
It's not pretty, that's for sure. Turtle, the last player remaining 4-on-1. This force buy has paid dividends and then some. The Desert Eagles striking in A nice combination. It's going to be last player. Fashion remains, and nothing can be done there for Turtle.
Look where like 2 of those bodies are, though, for MIBR that go down. They had 3 players at the bomb site, but fnatic actually had so much space to work with, which is really surprising. 1 player goes down coming through the smoke. One's at the very back of the truck.
It was the same on the pistol, though. They lost the entire map, and they were given a minute without any sort of backtracks coming through. The flanks weren't available, and MIBR is waiting to lose, essentially. Just getting 1 dig. No real resistance on the bomb site. I think the scout not striking enough. That's a real issue.
It's hard when the scout is kind of the point man on that defense, right? Normally you see like a scout or an AWP falls back to banks. One of the rifles shifts into a better position to be a little bit more mobile and can actually hold that at bay. And this time, obviously, falls flat.
All right, MIBR. Do you bounce back? Pistols in response. Nice little boost as well. And it's going to be a B lean here from fnatic for the first time as well. You can see them posturing towards short. Very common boost in today's game. Spotting 1, trying to set him up, and Exit can't deliver the goods. So they now know there's at least 3 players here. Could be a full stack. Do they continue with their probe into the B bomb site? Fasher seems to think so.
Here he comes. Mac-10 at the front of the pack and instantly destroyed by Turtle. And all the kills from fnatic start to come through. Not an issue here once more for the fnatic attack.
It looks a little silly because Fasher just gets kind of deleted, looking the wrong direction, but he's just dodging flashbangs. He's kind of hoping and praying that a flashbang is going to neutralize that player.
That's why we're sending the Mac-10 in first as well, right? You got to find out exactly where they are, sacrifice 1, and that's all that's cost them. So that's actually lovely. That's about as good as it can go for fnatic there. It was the force buy from MIBR, saving a Deagle and a P250 with no armor. Not the most tantalizing prospect, but they'll see if they can find in the exits.
They've left a grenade in T-spawn.
Pretty far away, yeah.
They've left a grenade in T-spawn. Unbelievable.
What a waste.
I hate to see that.
Yeah, you really do.
What a turnaround from Fasher, though, on map 1, because I think over the last few months, we've been looking at his performances take a big dip. And he was meant to be one of the new star fraggers, one of these new players coming out. Didn't really live up to it over the last few months, and he's been frustrated about his performance, but he's looking damn good, at least from the first map we've seen today. Yeah. Like a Jack story.
Let's not say 27's old, though. Let's not go there.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you hit 30 and you're really feeling a bit sensitive?
Dude, I'm 35 this year, unfortunately. What the hell happened? Where did all the time go?
And you're doing finally. The new guy's back.
Yeah. I'm starting my career again. Feels great, actually. So, full eco, B-rush, get it over with. Setting that Mac-10 in first once again. Fasher chomping at the bit. And building this one up. There's not actually anyone waiting for the arrival of these T's, so that's going to be a round guaranteed.
But the build-up was great.
It felt good.
It was solid.
Had to kind of bail out, unfortunately. So just Breno. We're going to Breno, right?
Breno.
I heard you guys going to BRN as Anna.
Yeah, we're a bit weird on the first trio. We all kind of like saying BRN as on
BRN as Anna.
Yeah. Do it, Henry. Get the whole dance again.
Half the crew rock Breno. So you can kind of choose what camp you want to be in, Henry. But
Chad
that decision,
banned me from saying BRN as Anna.
So you've actually just been forced into that side.
I kind of liked it. Breno, I think, is a cooler name.
It is.
I think
it's easier for the highlights, isn't it? Easier for the casting.
Yeah,
purposes.
You can't really you can't put his name on a big stamp, can you? It doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Well, this is not looking too good for MIBR after winning the pistol at 3 rounds in a row conceded. They will have a buy going forward. Henny has enough of the AWP, but just about some concessions to be made. Well, Breno saving the armor and a Deagle. He'll be able to purchase the M4, so yeah, there it is. The AWP does come out quickly. This was just a B-rush, not too much to write home about, I'm afraid. And we'll have a tactical timeout. Probably called by MIBR, I would imagine, now that fnatic got a bit of wind in their sails. Oh, it's a technical timeout.
It's a tech.
All right.
So we're going to get a little pause in the action. But yeah, I mean, you can't really talk in this, but if you're those MIBR guys, it's time to focus up and get into the game right out of the gate. Henny's going to have the AWP when we get back into the action. And certainly a map that's very strong for fnatic that you've already taken a loss to them on previously. You wanna get things underway early. Get some good vibes going in the squad.
Yeah, you want to see Henny not really being overwhelmed and put in a tough position where he's getting stuck in behind those dice boxes. You've seen it already with a scout.
We saw an Ancient as well. A lot of misses coming in. Like lots of like.
Yeah.
Ops had a couple fluffs in there. Yeah.
Yeah, like wasn't amazing. Like he can be.
Naked
very
had a few
chaotic,
himself too. On the other
true.
side of things.
Yeah, good point. But he had a pretty strong game overall. There's the timeout cancel. We're back into the action as mentioned. We have got the full buy from MIBR. We'll see what kind of stance they want to present. Lots of aggressive options on the CT side of Overpass. Mainly towards short B. You can get it towards connector as well. And it's Sani with the FAMAS. Didn't really show up.
Yeah.
The Wunderkind of
we'll give him some time to warm up, given his travel schedule and getting into things again.
Yeah, they have had a grueling schedule this past week.
Over.
Yeah, well, if you can get it over the hedge here, Henry, right?
Pretty cool idea.
There you go.
A little bit more mustard on that hot dog.
I got blown away by the nade. It's all that work, and it's just blown away against the wall.
So, we have got a bit of an aggressive CT stance here. Two of them towards party, one pushing long as well, trying to burrow out Roy towards middle.
That nade blowing away the smoke actually could be huge because Turtle's there alone.
It's back, it's rolling back.
Jesus, it's got a mind of its own.
Rolling. And Henny, he's got himself a pick onto Roy in that mid-fight, and here they come into B. Smoke up short, Turtle no longer able to help out, and the rest of his teammates starting to make their rotation down here, but fnatic have a window of opportunity to play with. They've got the site control they need. They can start to think about that bomb plant. Yeah, sure, a player down, but getting the site control, that's massive. And if Crims can make something happen to the space he's got, maybe there's something more that can happen from this.
Getting the site control for free.
Still rolling.
They've got to be, it's still moving.
Only one kit available for Insani. Keep that in mind, but no utility on the Fnatic side. 5 and 4, I would say this is pretty even, but a couple of flashes for the CTs. This boost yields nothing. Time of the essence of this stage. They'll have to pull the trigger in the next 10 seconds. Here's the flash, and the pincer maneuver begins. Nico Dos strikes first.
Yeah, good first pick from Nico Dawes. Here comes Insani's turn to try and start this retake. Exit strikes, but Insani goes down. But the kills are going back and forth, and Breno finally doubles up. Crims, though, in such a power position. Master of the clutch, time and time again. Henny doesn't even read him, doesn't think about him, and Crims can win this clutch alone, but Exit with the headshot gets away. But yeah, that's still around for Crims, but I don't know what head he was looking at. No comms?
Well, yeah, the comms are well off there.
Either it didn't come in or he just didn't make it fully into his brainstem.
Didn't register?
You know? Yeah, it just didn't.
Input lag?
It seemed like a very long input lag.
Yeah. Dude, that was rough.
Well, here's that the smoke that just kept rolling the whole game.
Like, that's the moment, like, why is he not looking at it?
This is a good, like, 3 seconds.
This is wild, isn't it? Like, where are you, this is an AK. Sure, you don't even need the information to be passed on. Surely
like, the only word you got to shout at this point is water. That's it, like, as you go down.
But the problem I have with that, even if the comms get fluffed, you should still hear the AK just right beside
Absolutely, yeah, that one's baffling. Well, Henny does have the AWP once again, of course, but he's going to have to do something unbelievable to stand a chance. Currently propped up towards the B bomb site, going through the motions, connector control granted. Sees at a close range could be interesting, but at best, they'll find a trade. Flashbang will make things very difficult, and there's the trade. Back to the 4 and 4, trying to work out where Henny is positioned.
Yeah, and I mean, Henny looked like he wanted to get that deep angle through Monster. It was actually a CT smoke that actually blocked him off. So maybe another piece of miscommunication there, as Henny wasn't able to hold the angle for very long. Still, fnatic playing it passively, far back. Bomb is still dropped at the top of the ladder. And they're just going to start piecing together where this defense is. They really want to know where the op is. So it is kind of important that Henny, even if he wants to be aggressive, you got to wait to pull that trigger until you've got a clean kill.
Well, they're really hoping that Insani's Deagle can funnel them back towards the B bomb site and set Henny up. But for now, back towards A we go, coordinating a set piece.
Well, you'd think if you're MIBR now that you have Henny in this position, peering through Monster, getting all that information, you'd rotate the pistols to the other side of the map, right? Take a little bit of a gamble. I guess the other philosophy is keep the pistols with him and protect the
president. Well, 35 seconds. Best chance MIBR have got to running the clock down and hoping they can sabotage the efforts of planting. But up they go, looking very strong. There's just no presence here at all. They spotted one towards bank. The rotations will come now, but it might be a little bit too late. They'll be running in towards smokes, Molotovs at bank, and Insani has to reposition towards the bathrooms. Not looking good, but time is running low.
Well, flashes are going up, and Insani's positioned himself towards bathrooms. He's got some cover.
Oh,
he can actually peek out and then get back behind. There's not a lot of time. Insani's denied the bomb plant, and now you've got to try and get back to it. 4 seconds to start planting. Otherwise, fnatic have lost this round, and they had to look for the bomb. There's just enough time, surely.
Is there?
The timer
that
is the only
second
way.
as they moved away. It ticked down from 4 seconds just as he starts planting.
What a reposition that was. They spotted him towards the bank, and he threaded the needle back towards the bathrooms there, and they just didn't have time.
They couldn't find the bomb. It rolled.
Well, it's crazy that all of them were focused towards long. They didn't have one player covering the bathrooms there. A little bit of panic there just by virtue of the clock.
But look at this player making that move, right? That's such an insane move from Insani. Just the intelligence level.
That was the only way they could win that round as well. They had 3 players towards the B bomb site. If he gets that 1 kill, though, all bets are off, and we're right back into the action here. Round 7, full buy on either side after a very successful eco there, MIBR.
Yeah,
that's
a
default setup.
That's a gift. You're not going to get many of those.
Absolutely.
Good damage on a Crims early, chunking him down to 61, but still going to move in and maintain position in short. Perhaps even challenge close up to the corner.
Well, fnatic need a round to settle into, but they got to be aware of the clock a little more here. No one giving up their life early on. Exit. Not going to throw that smoke out.
This is very, very chill with the Fnatic passive, or the Fnatic default that's kind of come out. And they're just making sure nobody's pushed up long. Nobody was pushed up towards Fountain in front of bathrooms. And now going to reconvene towards the B bomb site, picking up the bomb on the way. Oh, Mezzy, that's awkward. And he called it off at the perfect moment.
I think that was probably the best call. He had no one with him to commit with. He would have just gone down. At best, maybe a trade, but 45 seconds.
2 smokes left.
Still have 2 smokes. Molotovs of barrels as well. It will be the B set piece. And they've actually caused a rotation. Exit has left the bomb site. He's gone back towards A.
Right?
They've got some false information.
The Turtle's going to have to play from the barrels, and he spots out faster, just walking out short. It's an easy kill for Turtle. And now he can tuck down, using Sanny's assistance to take a second kill for the round. And Fnatic are held at the door again. 23 seconds, 2 players down. They've got to start pushing towards the bomb site right now, and they still haven't dealt with Turtle, who's still at the barrels. Finally, they get rid of it.
Oh, Roy's going to push up, swing, or excuse me, Mezzy swings very wide. It's Roy with another headshot. It's a brawl.
8 seconds.
Nikados has the cover. Bomb's going to get planted, but Roy's a little bit stuck.
How we come down to a 1v1 is pure chaos. And Roy's crossing to the middle of the site, has a bit more cover, swings, and wins the fight versus Exit. These rounds aren't pretty, but at least Fnatic pick it up.
Big boy Roy with the impact.
They looked a little bit rattled after that Deagle disaster. So slow and tentative making their way towards the B bomb site, but Roy stepping up there. They needed him to go huge, and it's all started here. We said they had the Molotovs of barrels, but they commit before the utilities really deployed, losing a player early on, but managing to trade things out. Comes right down to the wire, but it's a huge round for Fnatic to win, forcing MIBR down to pistols once again, but watch out for him. The danger boy, it's going to be Insani with an M4A1S. He has got something at least.
I like that nickname.
Yeah. Been working on that one.
Yeah. Been cooking that one up. There he is. He's got the rifle.
So I normally say danger man.
Danger boy.
But just trying to make clear he's a young player, you know. He's from the academy
Those
team.
are the kind of details that we've been missing since you're...
I know, well, no one does it like me. For better or for worse.
Could also work if he decides to go into a rap career too, you know. Music industry, danger boy.
That's actually kind of a sick name.
It is kind of sick. Well, though,
what are you two going on about? What are you two going on about?
Right. Here we go then. A bit faster pace from Fnatic. Not going to be running the clock down to 30 seconds before they pull the trigger this time. But there are Deagles and the M4 to deal with towards the bathroom. They're actually playing on the front foot.
This is a cool little push, but the fact that Fnatic takes these rounds so slow might just be the undoing here. Although the pistols are moving forward, that's going to allow the M4 to come in last with all the information, with a good read of the situation. These are tough positions to clear out. And the A bomb site's going to be exposed to long. Foster's got another one. M4 is about to be spotted right now. There's still one more lurk coming from Fountain. That's Crims, and he's going to take his time.
Oh, well, he's just going to hold, and they're going to run right into him. It's an easy kill for Crims. And Insani, it's all about the timing. He's looking the right way, and he lines up too. Lovely work from Insani.
Danger boy!
Danger boy striking! Oh, it's all danger. It's the most dangerous place to be right now. The boy is on fire.
Just one player remaining, Nikados, 10 seconds once again. The time running so low, tries a bit out of reaction here, but it's going to be 4. He'll make it an ace!
Oh, it's unbelievable. And he's the one who got the gift of just hiding in that wall earlier with the Deagle to get him started.
He was the only player with a rifle. Like, it's just insane. Oh my goodness.
So 2 out of the 3 rounds, Insani has carried them over the finish line. That one, oh, that was amazing.
This one he carried him to the finish line and then over it as well.
That's so sick.
That's a very nice round.
That's a gut punch over Fnatic. Another round. It looks like it's in the bag. It's job done. And they're not finishing off of these full set pieces. They're kind of walking into the M4 that's all lined up, and the bathroom seems to be a position where they're just falling apart each and every time. They need to adjust these splits.
And it's weird. This is a Fnatic map. They've often went for Mezzy. It's been his comfort ground for all of his career, really. Even when he was playing with Alex in this team, this is a map they would frequent. And even during the Cloud9 days, you know, this would be a map that was one of their staples. It's weird to see Mezzy look, you know, as the caller right now, it looks very uncomfortable on the T side.
I gotta say, that's great repositioning, though, from Insani throughout the whole thing, especially when you know Crims is flanking from behind you, right? Like, in shifting into bathroom so that you don't have to worry about the A-bomb site while you handle the flank. All is really well done. Still, you gotta say, despite some of the heartbreaks, the 2 heartbreaking rounds that the Fnatic have now suffered, the ace to Insani, the Deagle to Insani previously, 5-3 lead, T-side of Overpass, you're gonna be okay. You're not gonna be getting too frustrated just yet. You're in a good spot, and you also realize, too, this is like 2 gifts that MIBR have gotten early on in this game that you imagine you're not gonna be giving them any more.
Yeah, surprised we haven't seen more tactical timeouts from Fnatic, but you're absolutely right. Early stages here, they're still up 5-3, T-side at their map pick.
One flash in this round to play with. To set up Roy with the AK. So they're going to have to play quite contact the whole way, see how far they can get up towards the site. And given the way Henny's been playing, they actually are going to get given a lot of control here. It's about Breno. They face the connector. Sure, he'll get some info. But if not, if they just keep walking by, they're going to be able to walk right up to the A site.
Might as well
here.
go full contact at this stage. Get as far as you possibly can before you're interrupted, and it might come sooner rather than later, because Breno, he is the coiled cobra, waiting to strike, and he might find the bomb first as well.
Oh, he's moved up. It's all about the timing. He gets around the backside, luckily catches them just as they go around the corner, and it's 2 kills for Breno.
He can fall back now. You don't need to force the issue. You've got a huge lead. You don't need to flank any further. Just fall back, enable those crossfires. Should be job done, but here comes Roy.
Here comes Roy, AK-47 in hand, and another kill. He'll look for a bit more, jumps across. In the meantime, Insanity is taking the player down behind him. Roy has to collect the bomb and gets in a fight with Insanity and comes out worse for wear. It's all Crims, and he's gone too. A 4th round for MIBR.
Well, Insani didn't really turn up on Ancient, but my God, is he doing work on Overpass?
Yeah.
Another 2 kills for him, 12 and 6 now as they close the gap down to just 1. That was just the eco there. They did force buy on towards Roy, who will be on the tech line. That's fine, that's serviceable. We can make that work, and we are going to see 3 AKs and a Galil. Otherwise, there's a nice flank from Breno. As said, they did get a bit further than that, maybe 5 seconds ahead. Who knows? The contact play could have worked out, but no dice this time, and we'll get into not a full buy, but some purchasing for fnatic. Tech9 will have to do God's work here.
Well,
here comes.
Allows you to be quick, that's for sure. He's running out mid. Henny's changed up his position slightly and looking for that monster pick, but here comes that smoke, so he's not going to be able to watch for the opening kill anymore.
Also, Crims jumped over his crosshair, so not even that piece of information, but early on in the round, no big deal. Utility being spent by fnatic towards bathrooms. Molotov at divider, smoke at the front of bathrooms. They're going to put Roy in position, but this is all a ruse.
Well, this setup, this CT setup could crush this attack in from fnatic. Here they come at the front of the pack, though. Henny and Insanity get nothing done. Solid work from fnatic. Now it's Turtle. He's got to hide behind the barrels. Ouch. They've just thrown one right behind his shell.
Well, they will retreat, but they've left Fasher in position here.
This is perfect. This is perfect. You got 2 kills. You can play it a little bit more chill. You can play it passive. You've got a minute left on the clock.
And the bomb's going through T-spawn back towards A with him still there behind enemy lines as well. They're going to assume he's not there anymore.
And there's no way for MIBR to gain information. In this kind of a 3-on-5, when you know Fasher's already, well, you know someone can be pushed out, like, it's so hard to go find what's happening on the map.
Insani is dead. Just to put that out there. So there might be a chance that you pick this one up.
Yeah. The savior is out. Well, they're going to get the information soon. Utility being spent.
Oh, Fasher. Oh, he's not looking for Turtle. He took a deep angle. And Turtle, at least the patience pays off.
Yeah, but they've got to know when they hear these smokes plume, even with that kill, they're out of this round. This is a save for these 3. No chance. Maybe salvage the AWP.
There it is. Picked it up. But fantastic work from fnatic. You don't see that too often. A full commitment towards a B bomb site. Managing to leave a player in the corner and falling all the way back and just withholding those rotations. That's a very well played strategy there from fnatic. After a couple of concerning rounds.
How's your op looking these days, Henry? You were an opper,
I don't really get to op this much. Like, I used to be full time, to be honest with you. And it feels like the group of people I play with now, there are other people that like to do it.
Designated opper.
Yeah, and that's fine.
You've been forced out.
Yeah. It's a shame. I guess I haven't played CS as much as I'd like to recently. We've been playing a lot of Wingman. We call ourselves the Boyard Bastards. You heard of us?
I heard rumors. I don't know the details.
We have a trademark, and it's like sometimes.
We're like the world's best Boyard players in Wingman. So
we're on like
that's why I've been putting all my CS efforts in towards this Wingman with Dinko. I think we got like 38 games undefeated in a row.
So we have 2 set pieces.
Okay.
1 on each pistol.
Sure.
I have to buy a nade on the T pistol or CT pistol, and I never do it. I just always buy Kevlar back.
Yeah, it has affected our friendship. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's a bit awkward when you forget the strats with just 2 people on the team.
It happens.
You can't really deflect
literally every pistol. I'll say to him as a joke, "You're not going to forget that nade again, are you?" Then we'll start the game, and he'll be slightly AFK, and I go, "Oh, he's actually bought armor." Okay, well, great. Yeah, it happens a lot, but we're still friends.
It's not my fault. It's the world now, Jason. You see, it's all designed to ruin your attention span.
It's true. I think everyone's got ADHD now, unfortunately. Yeah. That's fine. Keeps life more interesting.
It does. I mean, you get a lot of different scenarios a lot of the time, but the action will continue here. 6-4. Fnatic's T side looking comfortable in the previous round. A cool call from Mezzi, and now we get into a solid buy from MIBR.
Really nice mid-round call from Mezzi. All jokes aside, like they've looked a little bit shaky in the opening stages here, but they're up 6-4, and that was world class. So that fallback was very composed. No real signs of danger, but another full gun round, and Roy full send towards middle. Good flashbangs. You can see he's got a path open to him.
Yeah, Mezzi gets burned down. He's 29 right off the get-go. A swing out from the bathrooms. Henny's AWP impales Mezzi, finishes him off.
Bang. What's next? Still heading towards bathroom control. There's that smoke Molotov combo again. Flashbang towards highway. Roy's going to start making his play.
Oh, Breno. Lying in wait. Roy trying to distract as the bomb makes his way back towards B once again.
The Phantom of the bathrooms.
It's working, though. It's pulling exit back. He's just shifted over to the A bomb site, and you can even see the defense on the mini-map between Turtle and Sandy. They've gotten to a little bit more of a passive position, and Sandy's even being pulled over.
There's been a lot of rotations. It's been very active here on the MIBR CT side.
It feels like they've bit hard for being in a 5-on-4. And this is going to be quiet. This is going to be another contact play from fnatic. They've only got a smoke and a flashbang. They might use the one flash, but they don't want to give away the game with such little utility.
So you're saying is Turtle's dead. Yo. Oh, yeah, that's worked out pretty well though for Crims.
But how have you rotated an entire defense off that bomb site?
That's nuts. All there was a smoke and a couple of bullets spammed towards bathrooms.
It's not like you play retake, because you have 2 flashes left. There's no utility.
Oh, this is a sick reposition from Roy.
He doesn't see anybody. Oh, Henny. That's the AWP gone. That's another player down. Starting to look like...
Yeah, I'm wondering when he's
ready
ready to have to give it up
out
now.
of there.
Where did those rotations come from? Jason is dead on. Like, you heard one player towards bathrooms and everyone vacated the B bomb site. That was wild.
They just can't even get away here.
I mean, it is kind of that annoying style of like hitting the pause button for fnatic and just slowly creeping around the map and making no noise that MIBR, like we saw it on Ancient as well.
Yeah.
When that's happening, when you don't have information, it's really hard to play against. And this time MIBR just make the wrong read. I'm just surprised it happened in a 5-on-4.
Yeah, if there had been a couple of kills or someone having to fall back for taking so much damage, maybe.
A 5-on-4 where you had a player aggressive in bathrooms to be able to keep like information of how far they've progressed towards the A-bomb site.
Exactly. And yeah, you had the man advantage as well. That just really doesn't compute for me. But it is round 12. Fnatic up 7-4. Breno saved the AK-47, and he got a couple of kills towards the end. So he still has a defuse kit, but they haven't really invested into this whatsoever. Just Eagles. A couple of sets of Kevlar here. And a nade for good measure. Mezzi and crew working towards B once again. Bomb down outside that area. Crims bravely pushing past the smoke, looking for any boost here. Confirms it's clear, but it will be Breno with that AK opening things up. That's going to be Fasher going down. Mezzi might have to respond.
Oh, Nikodos right through the smoke. That's the one positive gone for MIBR right away.
Well, they at least have short control now. They've recovered the AK-47 again on Turtle. Roy has the idea and the information. Mezzi's going to be covered by the AWP of Nikodos as he slides out. Oh, he can't get it done. Good flick down from Nikodos. He needs more. I don't think... Oh, my lord.
Again?
And Sani again. Double kill with the Deagle.
How is he always doing this? He's just abandoned their existence throughout this first half. Any sort of moment that goes against fnatic, usually the player behind it is Insani. He's got himself a double already. Hasn't crossed to get a better weapon. I don't think he really needs it. But Crimson Roy, 45 seconds to figure this out.
A lot to work out, Dingo. 40 seconds, they're going back towards T-spawn. Roy has connect control, but the CTs maintaining the positional control of the B bomb site. We have got exit. He's alone with the Deagles. That is the correct area to go, but all he needs to find is one kill. That might be enough. So Roy with the smoke towards heaven.
Surely you don't bite on this one if you're exit. Surely you don't budge.
They've bidden on a lot less, to be
Yes.
fair. So,
well, this has got to be a hustle. With the time that's on the clock to get into this site, they're not going to have time to clear everything out. So it's mostly going to be up, I feel, to Roy to be able to cover Crims properly. Because now that utility's about to be spent, the rest of MIBR is going to be on the way.
An exit is on high alert. If he can get away with one, this should confirm the round. He goes around the corner. He could even get the second. Movement slightly fumbled, but he's just staying alive. And Crims is just going to play on the site. Now, yeah, sure, a winnable clutch, but it's going to take a lot. It's going to take so much from Crims to win this one. And it's just one for Crims.
Nice double swing. I like the plan that Crims had. The deep nade towards CT stairs, kind of ignore the guy at truck with that grenade and see if you can start to slow down the rotation. Just a very, very difficult clutch.
on the full gun rounds, fnatic are fine. It's against these pistols and the A-bomb side, it seems to all fall apart. It was like obviously
it's
a difficult one.
probably because these are the rounds where MIBR aren't fully rotating and just gambling straight away. You know, they're actually holding the B side multiple players in this round.
Yeah, that's a few times though, just by the clock running down, they're finding themselves in really awkward positions. Exit could have finished the round then and there if he didn't fumble the jump up. If anything, that's absolutely fine. Wait for your teammates to rotate over. 7-5, still a very decent half of fnatic. They're bringing out their trademark MAC-10s as well. Mezzi and Fasher to wield those. And we're going for a bit of a B rush, I reckon, Dinko.
Oh,
Let's get stuck in. In terms of helmets, there's 3 players about, so these MAC-10s are potent.
Here they come. Fasher the Masher. He's got himself the MAC-10. He's checking everything. No one close by. They're behind the smokes. And here he goes. The Dutchman flying in. He's got himself a kill. Switches out to the M4. And fnatic have toppled the B site, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do if you're MIBR at this point. That is such a nice execute. But again, MIBR, no one to kind of stem the tide as they swing out of Monster. No one's there to slow it down. I can't believe they're going to go for this.
Here they go. Coming back in, a pack of 3. The 3 amigos trying to get back in, but Crims, well, he's tried his best. He's done some damage, but luckily the rest of his teammates clean it up, and fnatic have won the half by at least 1 round.
Yeah, Jason is right. That is a bit of a blunder, if you don't mind me saying, going for that retake. The money is going to be in a very interesting spot. They've already committed to the buy as well. Henny, before anything is said,
Snap that
has
so quick.
literally bought in the first millisecond the AWP. So, what are they going to have?
Sorry, guys, hit my mind.
Yeah, I guess that's it. He's going to have an AWP for Henny.
No, but think of the luxury, too, when you try and pull off a B rush like this in this round for fnatic, and both defenders are back in water. They're so deep. There's no Molotov at your feet coming at a Monster. There's no smoke. There's no flashes raining over. Like, that's so much space to work with and a nice opening pick.
Yeah, he goes for it. That's the AWP gone, but Sani will pick it up. 14 kills to his name. They need this round really, the CT side. Sure, they've got some very impressive rounds. They shouldn't have won, but only 5 in total. 5-on-4 deficit this time, and Insani knows he needs to pick at least information. Fasher waiting on the other side, and this could be a successful pick. There's no trade potential, so we'll see if he can pull it off.
Oh, what a flick from
stuff.
Insani.
They needed that too, because that man disadvantage actually just lends itself to fnatic's strengths, and they've got it again. 4-on-3, 1:12 on the clock. Time to work and walk and slowly progress across the map and confuse MIBR's defense. Another nade left in T-spawn.
Come on, this is getting a little ridiculous now.
Yeah, I hope the analyst desk
Really, yeah, I hope they cover that. This is huge. This is $600.
Well, here goes Insani again. Is it about to be the same angle, same kind of kill? He doesn't want to commit just yet. And there's the chance. There's the timing again. And Insani is pulling it back.
This is huge.
3v3 already. Where's the bomb going this time?
They've got a kid as well, just to know
again. Smoke goes out. Insani's on his way. Maybe he'll be here to stay. Flash goes up. Exit. Spots Roy crossing over towards the truck center. And that should be a dunk.
Big.
Oh. Get the movement going here.
Oh, this is huge. This is Matt Turtle's going to get one, surely. Surely at least one. Oh, there's the jump. Nikitas spots it out, and he gets away.
Actually dismount. Still a 3 versus 2, but time will tick because you have 1 kit. No utility really left to play with now, and it's all about the kills. And unfortunately, fnatic are finding every single one of those. And Sani gets onto the side. He's just going to hold it, scoping in the old classic maneuver. He gets another shot. No way. And Sani's trying to pull the peak. He's gone around the right side. Nikitas didn't look for it. And it's Sani. He's got onto the defuse. What an absolute monster.
That's insane. How are they giving that one away? He gets 4 in total with a 2 versus 1, the no kit. He baits them out as well. He's going for a full defuse. Looks like he's given up on the round. Well, I'll just see what I can do with it. They peek him, nails the shots, gets the 10-second defuse in, and steals yet another round away. It all started here towards Shaw. A freebie towards Crims here as well, and then the round slowly but surely falls apart as Insani steals it away.
What a round.
Welcome to ESL Pro League, where we have fnatic taking on Insani here in a
absolutely, right?
Literally.
18 kills, 10 deaths. That is absolutely massive. After losing Henny so early on as well, the young star from the academy team steps up.
A hiding deagle from Insani to stop a plant and have time run out on fnatic to get them around. He had an ace with his sole weapon in possession.
And same again
and
here.
Now he's got this with the AWP, picks up the AWP and brings it back for MIBR. This guy is nuts. A double kill with the deagle.
Yeah.
Just won some unthinkable rounds already. It's just ridiculous.
He's responsible for like 5 of 6 rounds that MIBR won. This is mental.
Here we go. Can he get another one? 7 left on the line. That's the best case scenario here for MIBR. And look how weak the buy is again here for fnatic. Couple of Khalils in the mix alongside 3 AKs.
Yeah, the distinct lack of utility is the problem here. It's the last round. You've gone for firepower over utility.
Literally 1 player has utility right now, Mezzi. Oh.
This will be a contact setup then.
Well, that's dangerous.
They've had to play a lot of these throughout this half because of how close each of these rounds are going.
Well, especially with aggression in bathroom, those contact plays, so much utility is used to clear bathroom. So even though they're going to have the route to the A-bomb site wide open to them, going to have to be ready immediately for the flanks. Do you keep pushing forward? Mezzi's leading with utility. They're
They
not
can
even
go
considering
CT
it.
spawn of this one.
They're just going to what?
He's got the bomb. Sure, they don't go CT spawn.
It would be the next level play, Jason.
No, you don't do this.
It would be the next
You're
level
so far
play.
away from your team.
Here we go.
Here we
No,
go.
they're
Right,
just,
they're
they're
in
just
the
clearing out
Twilight
bank. They're just
Zone.
clearing out bank.
UKCS. The bomb's going around the world through
didn't
the
see him.
bank.
And he didn't see him.
He didn't see him.
Oh my
God,
lord.
No way. Oh, Messi.
no.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. It's going to pull Henny back. It's going to pull Henny back into Fasher.
Well, Henny isn't really reacting.
Right now.
Oh, there we go. Fasher eventually brings him down. This round, not the prettiest, but it's working out for Fnatic. They've got the first 2 kills, and now it's the final retake attempt of the half.
Surely. This is where Fnatic close things out and find their 9th round.
And Sandy's alive.
Really cool strategy, and we're going to see Mezzi just locking them off. Should be the double kill now. Mowing them down. Huge damage output. And that's going to be a clean sweep. It looks things turtle the MP9. We're going 9-6 here. Well held by Fnatic after some disastrous rounds. They kept their head held high.
Yeah, Fnatic lead the way coming into the second half. Looking forward to seeing if they can keep it up and close versus MIBR.
Oh, yeah.
I assume it's not going up.
You assume. What are you going to do with that assumption?
Hand me the shoe, you fucking cocksucker motherfucker! Ah!
Games basically taking away sponsors and popularity from CS 1.6. We need to just realize this and move on, I think. We've played this game for 10, 11 years now.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. Think it's my been ready. Used to hold myself back, my self-esteem been better. Gotta keep on chugging. Ran through everything in front of me. Might smoke bed heavy. Got a whole agenda. Can't aspire to get ahead, so bump that. It's no surrender. Got a dollar flipped up. I'm trying to get it in FT to get them when they're in hand and crypto. Learn how to fix that. I don't really hold out of books, but I'ma learn how to fix that. Some opportunities and never come unless you paying attention. So no, I can't miss that. Moving. MVP, I got the record. I might have to prove something. Big jumper worthy. They gon' have to retire my jersey early. Whole crew coming. Had to work something cause I had nothing in my pocket. Yeah, I did all that. Big plans. Partners trying to make profits. Yeah, I did all that. Work, sweat, and tears breaking. Even no wins. Yeah, I did all that. Had to make it happen. Putting hours in my practice. I did all that. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah. I really feel it's my time. feel it's my time, think it's my year, yeah.
But you need to bench yourself.
Game time.
Game time, baby.
I think we can come to some sort of arrangement, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I think we can come to some sort of arrangement.
We rise from hell.
Well, I think we can come to some kind of arrangement, guys, coming into this second half. We see fnatic versus MIBR all going as planned.
Yeah, I think the arrangement is just give Insanity all the weapons. Just give him whatever he wants in the second half. I'll tell you what, though, T-side Overpass, you're going to need more than one guy to deliver if you're going to come back in this.
That's nuts. Let's just think about the actual gun rounds, convincing team play that yielded any sort of success. Not much from IBR, right? On the CT side, they got 6 rounds, but most of those were just insane clutches from Insanity.
Yeah, it's weird because you can't even really harp on Fnatic's calling or strategies because they put themselves in position to win so many of those rounds. It is just individual Herculean effort.
Well, let's get into it then.
Double dualies.
Yeah, 7 guns, Jason.
Hell yeah, baby.
The strongest possible setup in CSGO, I would say. And not much utility, no kits. They've opted for Kevlar instead. So Crims up close, trying to get that little bit of information. Spots one. But in terms of the general complexion of the round, MIBR with one lurking outside Monster and a bit of aggression towards Shore. fnatic probing the map here, hunting with the dual elites. The gunslinger Roy confirms that Short is clear for now. And he'll just be holding towards his position, allowing a rotation towards the A site.
Nothing yet, but they've got control of Short at the very least. No idea that MIBR is lining up outside of Monster, but this is a strong position to hold to allow your teammates to rotate over.
They've given up Monster, though. They're going to walk in towards the site.
They have just an open pathway now. Here comes the utility. They start to move in. Breno pops out. Oh, seen him, but luckily adjusts.
Flashbang from exit really caught Roy hard.
NicoDawes treads out, so a 4v4. Bomb going down here at a minimum for MIBR. Ooh. They've got to hope they can get a little bit more as NicoDawes coming back, catches exit outside of Monster.
Making that P2K sing. NicoDawes has taken so much attention.
Oh, another one.
Look at the space it's created for the retake. Turtle and Henny huddled up in Monster. They're making it work. Turtle's got a double.
No kits.
Solo here on a couple of players, but Turtle, another one picked up. Mezzi pulls out the Jewel Berettas, but needs everything. He tries to finally fight Henny, who is so low. He goes into the fight. Mezzi's got it and gets back to the defuse.
Oh, that's a close one. That is a very tight affair. But once again, fnatic gonna come out on top. Mezzi with the defuse, and it's another pistol for fnatic.
Yeah, it's nice and active there from fnatic at the start, getting control of key territories on the map. 2 players towards shore. As Jason said, excellent flashbang to flush them out. I was surprised even got a kill from that one. Granted, the Monster area as well, bombed down. You'd think they'd be taking that one, but a fantastic retake. That P2000, you don't see it too often, but when it kicks off, it is very impressive. That is lovely work from NicoDawes. Big round to pick up, but the bomb planted. You are expecting a force buy in the second. We're going to see 3 rifles, 2 pistols, and a very difficult round for fnatic to pick up.
NicoDawes being effective out of short and then flanking in towards Monster just pulled all the defense of against that retake away from their position, out of position to allow the rest of fnatic to be activated. That's a huge round for NicoDawes.
This could be a quick one. That might be our setup outside of B entirely, really. You've just got Breno kind of hoping they can get down the connector here. And Nate goes through, does a decent amount of damage on towards Turtle, but they're going to play contact through this one. Here goes the smoke. Turtle got in front of it, and the headshot right away. Crim's not ready, and Turtle continues to run forward. He's got so much space here. A second kill from Turtle, and they realize Short might have a player in it too, so they're going to be methodical about this. Smoke it off. There's the confirmation.
That smoke does confirm it. That's a death sentence. Can't push through that one. Great shots coming in from
Brenner's
Turtle.
Still here too. He can get another shot.
Powerful. Fosher's going to come back. He wants that kill, and he wants to recover the M4, but he's got to commit to it quickly before he gets flanked from behind.
See ya.
And it's Breno again. Double headshots with the Deagle, and MIBR have converted the second round.
I said it wouldn't be easy for fnatic, but I didn't think it'd be a clean sweep. Turtle just completely dismantles the defense there towards B. And NicoDawes cowering towards the bathrooms, hoping to secure this M4A1S. Looks like that's absolutely fine, but what a bounce back once again. 5-man push in towards B, and fnatic don't get anything done whatsoever in response.
Yeah, Crims gets absolutely wrecked.
That was wild.
Yeah, nice shots from Turtle.
Yeah, that is nice.
That is very nice.
Pretty nice.
That's fair to say. Now you're in the worst position you can be on the CT side. You win the pistol convincingly, get absolutely ruined in the second.
Now you're on double eco
territory. You don't have
territory.
like the extra loss bonus from losing the pistol. So you're down to $1,400. You've saved a gun. You can't even buy next round if you full eco. So you might as well force into this one with pistols and the 1M4, and it's unlikely you win it.
Insanity would win it.
Yeah, they don't have Insanity, unfortunately. They've got their top fraggers right now, Nikodos, and he's only one frag ahead of his teammates. Great team effort. I think that's been the headline of Fnatic, but it's the individuals that are shining bright for MIBR.
It's been a great game played from Fnatic. Just miscues have been brutal.
Yeah,
like, maybe
absolutely.
Great game is a bit strong, but I mean, the way they've been playing is solid. They put themselves in good positions
The initial
to win.
stages and mid-rounds have been great. It's just the final commitment towards the bomb site. Either the timer's too low or they haven't checked the key position, like Bathrooms overlooked twice, which led to round deficits. So, as mentioned, it has to be the force buy from Fnatic. They've opted for P250s to enable some form of utility in Kevlar. So the smoke's already been deployed towards Monster. They have one flash remaining. Nikodos, where is he going to position himself? He's actually going towards top and middle and going for the initial frag, I would imagine. Avoiding those flashbangs. Has to be proactive here. Players to challenge. And he might be able to pick up at least one.
Yeah, good that he got to the wall
He
here.
spotted him. Brennan didn't see him.
He's coming through, and he's the second player in the pack, and Nikodos knows he's the second player to look out for.
Work.
Can't recover and get both, though.
That would have been sick if he doubled up on that. Still an opportunity with Breno at low. That's a tongue twister for me. I'm used to saying be at Amazon, so I'm all screwed up now. I've got the other way. The easier name is actually harder.
You can say BR and I can't even say it. BR and It's the double N that gets me. B. Rena, Zan. That's how I have to say it to actually get it out clean.
Why don't you say that every time?
I will.
There we go. Figured it out.
A new system.
It's like when an Alper Jason hits all the fast flicks, but just misses all the
Just
easy
can't hit
shots.
the ones when he's holding the angle?
Yeah.
That's the worst.
So, in terms of the CT setup here, PT50s, a 5-7, no utility. Roy desperately hunting for
There's a
glimmer
stack
of
here, though.
Yeah, this is the best case scenario for Fnatic to get something done in this round, and there's a flank coming too eventually. If they can hold long enough, maybe Roy can even activate late into this round. And maybe right now. Maybe he can just go right now, but here's the play. Oh! Turtle kind of ends all that. Exit comes in too, and yeah, sure, Roy's got the flank, but his teammates didn't do enough.
It was perfect timing for Roy, but yeah, he needed a hold from his teammates. He needed at least like a 1-for-1, couple kills, hold Turtle back, slow it down a little bit.
Turtle's on one.
Well, yeah, we've got a game on our hands now, chaps. This is going to go the distance. As we go 10-8, that's going to have to be the full eco now for Fnatic. Nikodos could maybe justify Desert Eagle, but the rest of them, $2,000, nothing can really be done. Fnatic do have some interesting full eco setups.
Sure.
Like for Inferno, they should have done a B bomb site, which actually does a lot of good work. I'm sure they've got something up their sleeve here as well. At least it'll be fun to watch the initial setup. It will be a B stack by looks of things to see if they make the Tower of Doom.
The Tower of Doom.
Remember the old Astralis setup in the water down here?
For sure.
Simpler times.
Yes. Better times,
Definitely.
simpler times.
The Krieg meta was amazing in the AUG as well. Great times.
Yeah.
Love that era.
Everyone has fond memories of that.
Liquid does. NA fans do.
I know
And Steer
Yanka
as well.
doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't like...
Yanko's a purist.
yeah. Well, I remember Nico obviously didn't pick it up right until the nerf
Right,
change
until it
came
was
in, yeah.
done.
He was very stubborn. He was very stubborn about it.
Rightly so, I suppose. Doesn't feel like Counter-Strike when that's happening.
Oh, maybe we got something for Crims.
Have to be a lot.
I can hit a couple of headshots here.
Not quite the Tower of Doom, but the Tower of something.
There we go. It's the Temple of Crims. Or the Tower of Crims. Now they're trying to push in towards connector exit. Trying to get out of there, but Turtle is going to move forward and help. And exit can now come back down the stairway. They clean up all the pesky pistols. We've now just got under 1 minute left.
The theme of this game is that Insanity kept them in this map in the first half and bought time for his teammates to start coming alive. And now you're having Turtle deliver some of these stellar opening kills and these salvaging frags to keep the round doable.
Yeah.
Literally the first game of the tournament as well. Can happen, a slow start. Both teams have looked a little shaky.
Yeah, we'd love to see Henny start to step up a bit more here too. Has had the AoE quite a bit.
Been quiet today.
Super quiet. 5 and 14 at the moment. And they cross up to the side. Shouldn't be any problems here. Mezzi gets a headshot with the USP though. And we'll get taken out by Breno. Now some more action coming through the bank smoke, but recovered.
Now another very difficult round, unfortunately, for Fnatic. I'd say a tactical timeout required here. You're down to like the FAMASs. You can get a glass cannon AWP, so we'll see whether this works out for them. No timeout just yet, but the first real gun round here, very important one. All for Henny as well, 6 and 14. And that was a decent effort from Crims. At least they did some financial damage. A couple of kills on the full eco, it's about all you could ask for. And here we go. See what kind of mentality MIBR bringing to the first gun round here. Leaning towards A to kick things off.
I'm excited to watch Nikodos with this AWP because on Ancient with the AWP, he was super mobile, taking a shot and repositioning, and I'd love to see him do something similar here on Overpass. For the moment, looking for anyone to come down the fountain steps, and a team flash is going to delay things. He might have had the opportunity, and MIBR back away from the idea, at least for the moment.
Well, a long probe looks to be on the cards here. MIBR 4 members with the flashbang over the top. We have got Insani patrolling towards middle, focusing on that connector position. That's where Roy is as well. Making good progress up towards the bathrooms. Will be the A finish. Nikodos there to defend with the AWP, but needs to be cognizant of the prospect of long. Calls for Mezzi to rotate as well. So they have some inkling here. They've actually pushed off towards short on the B bomb side, so they've farmed information. Now just need to capitalize upon it. They have the advantage here. And this is where MIBR can't waste any time. They've actually given up the territory. They don't know it yet, but they've already been rumbled. It's going to come down to the fragging here. They need excellent entries to pull this one off.
We'll see if Roy can catch the timing as well on the flank. Here comes the utility. Nikodos starting to starve himself of information, so he's moving forward to try and get some of that back. He might get, he's about to get pictured, and luckily he turns back at the right time, but he's caught by the flash. Luckily his teammates helping him out, and Nikodos gets away with another. He can now focus fully on long. Misses the easy one, but still got his teammate up, and Henny swings for the headshot.
Well, there's still a chance there, I'm afraid. 3 on 2, 20 seconds. They get this kill towards bank. They might be onto something. Can they get the bomb planted? Flank coming in from Roy towards long. That should be the linchpin of the round. They'll get the bomb planted. I don't see them winning this one. They have to come down to a huge performance from Henny, which hasn't come through so far in this series.
Here he goes. He's got space to work with.
Here goes Roy, right behind. Henny's not looking the right way. Ooh, it's not a clean execution, but it's one that comes through. And now Exit has to fight so many different players and multiple different angles, and it just can't happen.
Yeah, I talk about this a lot. If you are going to go for initial set pieces and focus on one side of the map and leave the other half of it completely open, you have to be aware that the CTs can find that territory, get that information, and if there's no one even stopping them with the push, they're going to rotate everyone over. That was a round locked in for Fnatic at that stage. There was a chance there, a couple of key kills coming in from MIBR, but ultimately pretty easy for Fnatic there.
Awkward flashbang from Henny. This is what really seals it. What a great performance from Nikodos. Even transfers over to get one more inside bathroom quickly, and that slows down this hit. They can't turn the corner because they know he's in that position.
And bear in mind, that was a compromise setup from Fnatic as well. I had to take some concessions there. I thought
Nikodos was going down for free.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going to get timed.
He looked like under a lot of pressure, didn't he? But MIBR concede their first round, and or first gun round. And we'll see whether Turtle, with his fast pace towards short, can get it back in the driving seat.
Yeah, he's so fast. Turtle's just right through the tunnel. Throws a smoke onto the Molotov. He's just going to take that position early. And Sandy's pushed up deep into the connector as well. MIBR playing a much faster style than we've seen in the first half from Fnatic. Nikodos going for a confident peek again outside of Monster. Turtle could come back and catch him. It's all about the flick here from Nikodos, and it's not an easy one when he's looking up. Oh, does it? Sometimes. He just does it. He nails these 100% of the time. 60% of the time. Every time.
Oh, what a good addition from Turtle. A second kill just as the smoke plumes.
He's popping off now.
Yeah, he's going nuts in the second half.
Well, under 1 minute left. MIBR up 2 players. Gotta make a play like this where Roy just tries to get in behind him, and it could work out. There is a pack of players now moving their way through middle, but Henny seems to be aware of the possibility that Roy might push behind, and Turtle's now joining them late. He's gonna check it. Roy's gonna go down, and that's it. That was their chance.
Turtle's caught up to Insani.
That's kind of crazy.
He's one behind now. Breno's having a good game also. Mezzi, last man standing at the A bomb site, blinded, burning, dying, melting. Fasher steps through the smoke to only get one, and MIBR is at 10-11.
Yeah, Fnatic haven't been here on the CT side yet. A timeout having to come in, having to try and figure out how do you patch this up. You just haven't been able to deal with the pressure that Turtle's applying early. It's just kind of crazy how much space they're getting right from the get-go.
There hasn't really been any frags from anyone apart from Nikodos in the second half. He's the only one really contributing right now. They seem to be collapsing at the seams, and they'll have to take a tactical timeout because whoever lost that round was going into financial ruin. That's exactly what's happened to Fnatic. It's pretty much going to sacrifice their lead for the first time in a while, and that'll make it 11-11 their CT side. Not as strong as you might expect. Oh, let's not do Messi dirty like that.
I mean, the story of the second half is the opening kills for MIBR. I mean, Turtle's not only putting numbers on the board in the second half, but they're high impact when you do it. I mean, you could see him enter in round number 2 with the AK-47 to the B bomb site and grab 2 quick kills. This time, taking out Nikodaz with the AWP and adding Crims on top of it. He's had some very high impact moments, and Fnatic unable to match it.
Well, this round, I don't think we're seeing anything, guys. Not gonna lie, this one
it's Fnatic with a full stack. Never doubt the Tower of Doom, Dinko. I've told you that many times. You keep doing it.
Erected multiple times.
We've talked about this.
That and the grenade. You guys just
here it comes. Henry's always right, Dinko. You got to remember that.
The foundations have been laid. The Tower of Doom rising from the ground, but luckily MIBR have put the bomb down in the B bomb site, and they're just not going to be building this one.
AK not too bad, though, I suppose. We get a couple exits, that would be huge, but you've seen them there. You're probably exiting towards CT spawn, but...
yeah, I mean, the financial woes of Fnatic makes that AK-47 very nice to have in your pocket. That's going to be a thing of beauty. But, I mean, on the other hand, it's now tied up, and that's got to feel horrible if you're Fnatic. Because I'll tell you what, as much as we say that Fnatic played like a really, really good game in terms of their strategy and their calling in the first half, this is where all those little gifts you gave early on hurt. This is where losing track of Insanity in bathrooms with the Deagle to stop the plant. This is where the ace from Insanity, the recovered AWP from Insanity, this is when all of that comes rushing back to be like, oh God, how painful.
Well, Messi hoping to find any low HP players retreating there, but nothing can be found.
Admirable.
And they'll save the AK-47, but Jason's dead on 11-11. That's a catastrophe considering how confident Fnatic were looking. Even though giving up some difficult rounds, the overall complexion of the team looked comfortable. The mid stages were fine.
They had a big lead at least.
Certainly on the back foot now, but a strong buy coming forward.
Yeah, their buy will come through here. They've got to start posting some rounds, otherwise MIBR might just run away with map number 2.
Vertigo to close it out, just to note, if required.
Vertigo.
Which is MIBR's most played map.
Oh, Henny. Oh, tanks the fire, but gets a position of pure strength. And Insanity fighting inside the connector comes out on top of the fight with Roy, of course. Another opening for MIBR, Jason.
Brutal, isn't it?
Yeah, another good advantage just given. And now it's going to fall on Nikodaz a little bit with this AWP to try and find an equalizing kill, but being the only player at the A bomb site now on that side of the map, he's got to be a little bit cautious. He can't risk everything to find it. Short control for Fnatic's defense at the B bomb site.
It's a different look, actually having some control of the map. Generally here, Turtle just kind of controls everything. But they have to be aware that there is a connector player.
I mean, if everyone from MIBR comes through Monster and they actually take this bomb site, there's going to be no avenue for the retake.
Messi's left B open again, so Monster's wide open.
Here we go.
They smoke off short, that you could call the round done.
Well, Messi even comes back on the rotate and gets caught immediately. Insanity, remember, is still in the connector too, so we can just let activate and take Crims out. This is just a brilliant T-side.
That's nothing Fnatic had done wrong. That's just a really excellent round from MIBR. They didn't do anything wrong there at all. Insanity chiming in, Turtle once more. Their key players are firing on all cylinders. And Nico has to save the AWP, that's it. Job done.
Can he save the AWP? Job's not done yet. He's got a long time before he can get out of this round. Insanity, the timing is with him.
See ya.
One final kill, and MIBR take the lead. You can hear the cheers in the background as they finally grab a lead in the series.
They're fully in control of this game, mentally, physically. Everything is happening for MIBR right now. Fnatic have just felt like they've disappeared in the second half. It's just too easy for them. They're losing every fight. Turtle, of course, just the reactions he's been having inside of this B bomb side. Messi comes down heaven, even has the up on him, and Turtle's still able to react quicker and more accurately. 12-11, no money for Fnatic. There is an M4 at least here for Nikodaz.
Yeah, he's had to buy that, hoping to conjure up some magic if possible. Boosted in towards a B bomb site, which has been an issue for them. They keep leaving Monster open after establishing short control, which is great, but Messi has to peel off the bomb site, and it's just been exploited time and time again. Turtle looking to push the issue once again, but this is a perfect stack. The tower could actually work out this time.
Another tower.
Another tower.
Good damage.
It's like a sequel of Lord of the Rings. 12-11. Scoreline looking to tick forward from MIBR, and as do the T side as they move up in towards the bathrooms.
I like this, a complete shift for Fnatic, though. The stack was at the B bomb site. They
now
get the damage. Yeah, now they go back to the other side, set up another one.
Yeah.
Get another tower.
Baby.
There we go. This real estate.
This position's so sick for looking down towards bathrooms. Seems that you're to kill every single time. Oh,
60% of the time.
I gotta stop saying that.
Henry's always right.
Always right. Never
Remember,
a time.
kids.
Never a time Henry's been wrong. And Sani jumps up on the divider, but he gets caught. Little trap in the bathroom for him.
I think MIBR is a little confused right now about what's happening. I think, oh my lord!
Double deke for Roy. And Roy has an AK now. Luckily, he'll fall away. He has 1 HP, and it's all on Breno. And this would be unthinkable if Breno was able to pull this one off. 25 seconds. Throws the Molotov in. He's actually burned away at the moment himself, so to get to that bomb safely is impossible. To get back, even more so with a limited time. So he's going into the battle, just looking to die and see how much he can do. It is 1 kill and traded out immediately. So that's a massive round for fnatic to pick
They
up.
needed one of those desperately. So well played. Jason, you're dead on there. Spotting that tower stack, moving it back around, keeping dynamic as well. MIBR flustered with those deadly deagles coming through. So nice damage inflicted by these initial boosts, but we go back to 12-12.
I don't think MIBR did anything wrong, but I would love to just know like what the thought process was, just because I think Fnatic played like a very confusing round. They see the boost in the stack at one bomb site, and then it's at the other one, and you don't know if it's the same people, if it's, you know, 2 M4s are on the board with 2 stacks, and that'll just kind of stall you out cold because no one's got ideas at that point.
Good decisive counter-strike from Fnatic to get back in time. But now back to the bread and butter of this T side for MIBR, and that's getting Turtle into advanced positions outside of this B bomb site. He's not alone this time either. He's got teammates behind him. In fact, he's got his full squad ready to attack into B.
Full set piece here. 3 players waiting, a fair fight, and Turtle to lead the charge. Been so good on these entries, but Korean's Fasher shutting them down upon arrival. That should be it. Exit, though, will be probing from Monster, but this is looking way too strong. Fnatic completely shut them down. This is more like it. That's the defense you want to see.
That's the first time we've seen Fnatic really be able to deny space and deny anyone any kind of positioning. Turtle can't really get anything done. He doesn't open anything up for his teammates following him afterwards. Nicely done from Fnatic. This is a similar theme back to what we just saw in Ancient as well. Like, Fnatic played passively at the start of this CC half on the Ancient defense, and then all of a sudden they picked it up and said, you know, we're going to push down middle. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to get in your face. And that seems to be the shift a little bit here so far in Overpass.
One more buy in the tank, especially if Henny can save the AWP, but that doesn't look like they'll be happening. He's actually in a pretty awful position. We surround him momentarily as they push towards Monster as well. He has got the bomb, the AWP, of course, and plenty of health, but going to be found out momentarily. We need a double kill with the Tech-9 upon arrival. I don't think it's going to happen, but the smoke will buy him a couple of seconds, and the kill will come through. Nice one for Fnatic. That's a big one to pick up. 9K for Insani, though.
I don't know if MIBR are going to be going for any set pieces anytime soon. I think it's working out pretty well for them. Just, you know, letting Turtle work solo, getting the opening, and then playing the mid-round. They'd be so good at that. Just a straight-up hit into the bomb site. They can catch Fnatic with a weakness. And Fnatic on the board. If they just keep playing like that, we can have a second half back in play.
It's hard, though, because, I mean, you can't really rely on Turtle to get all those openings at this point, because now that Fnatic has some cash, they've got more tools to work with. Like, remember, the first stages of this half after losing the second round was Fnatic economically not always able to challenge up everything they could possibly like. So now it's not necessarily set piece, but you do have to utilize some things to activate Turtle. You can't just tell him to go out Monster and find you a double kill.
And some commentators are calling this particular CT setup the Royal Flush. You have 4 AK-47s and an AWP. It means
some commentators
have been calling that. I don't know who they are. They're pretty smart guys, I'd imagine. But
never wrong.
This is where you get the most powerful CD setup you can have. This means where you want to try some aggression. Now you have the one-tap potential, and we'll see whether they want to change the setup at all after having such a successful passive hold there. Same story from MIBR. Is it back to the default, trying to bully their way into a bomb site? Turtle might be thinking of the latter as he tries to gain access towards short.
Same setup as last round from Fnatic.
Well, Turtle is actually slipped in and gets caught. No kill for Turtle. Now it's Exit's turn. Can he get anything done? He's faced the smoke, but Messi with another kill, and this is going almost exactly how it went last round. Just kill after kill for Fnatic, and MIBR can get through.
Yeah, now that Turtle's cooled off, what does MIBR have?
Right. That was what we were saying in the first half as well, right? Like, sure, you're winning these rounds, but it's not sustainable to have Insani get an ace or a 3-on-1 clutch every round you win. And, well, just Insani now remaining.
I think he's cooled off as well. He had, what, like 18 or 19 kills at the end of the first half?
Exactly.
He's been quiet once they've switched sides, which is which makes sense.
Well, a chance to catch their breath here. Discuss their options. I think the only one will be save the AK-47s, but 5-on-2. See if they can find anything here. Both positioned outside Monster, but the bomb's starting to peel off. making its way to T-spawn, looking out for any flanks, and it's just about self-preservation there by the looks of things.
Yeah, it's hard too, because like Fnatic have so much money now that even a couple like kills in garbage time doesn't really do a whole lot to dent the economy of the defense. So,
well, you saw how strong that B bomb site was with the AK-47s, the damage output with the nades down as well. You can just chew through them.
That's back-to-back rounds. Fnatic had that same 3-man setup. This round they had a 4th player there as well. I imagine in the next round, Fnatic's going to shift some of those resources over to the A bombs, and they're going to say, you know what, we stopped you cold and convincingly 2 rounds straight. You're going to have to go elsewhere, especially this late in the game. You're looking for something desperate on the other side of the map, and we're going to shift our defense into that position as well.
I'm always a bit on edge in this studio. I always just feel there's some sort of thuggery
That's
going
why
on somewhere.
I
Someone planning a prank or something.
Exactly.
Dinko and I are, we got your back, man. We're protecting you.
Yeah?
We're the only two in this room.
Up.
We're the
Okay.
only two in
I
this room
brought the
that have
biggest gun in the
blasters
room.
hands.
I have the blaster in my hand, the biggest one in the room. And I've got Harry pointing.
Give me a
one right at
demonstration
me.
to see how far I can go across.
There it is.
That's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, what do you think about that?
It's pretty good.
Oh my God.
It's kind of a nice feature trying to cast with Harry pointing blaster. Oh, that direct hit.
They thread the needle there. That's nice.
So, we did save those 2 AK-47s, but the money is in complete disarray. Round 27, Fnatic looking for series point. The narrative has shifted dramatically in the last couple of rounds, unfortunately. If they don't win this, they're in a lot of trouble.
And MIBR kind of taking their foot off the gas as well and kind of playing for overtime in a way. Well, they don't want to invest because they have the 2 AKs and that can turn the tides. A little bit of armor and utility invested into, but not a whole lot. They're just kind of hedging their bet to make sure they can still challenge in what could be the final round of the series coming up next. 5-on-4 provided by Nikadaz.
Little B stream update. 2 outsiders are taking down IHC 2-0.
Dang.
And here goes Insanity up on top of the boost. You see a lot of teams use this, and that's why Crims is so ready for it. There's an easy kill for Fnatic. This should be the tipping point to 15.
God, this game really turned on its head as soon as MIBR got that 12-11 lead. It was just game over.
They haven't found it. Since we mentioned the 4 AKs, they haven't found a single kill.
It's the Royal Flush just coming in.
The Royal Flush is too powerful. Not a single kill, I don't think, since we saw that. That's kind of wild.
Royal Flush arounds here too, and they flushing away MIBR.
Anything else you can do with that?
Yeah, I was gonna say. What else? What else gets flushed?
Flush.
Flusha.
Flush away. Flusha.
Flusha
yeah, sure.
smiling down. Former Fnatic member. He'll be enjoying this.
There's a link.
Yeah, absolutely.
We did it. Flash coming in. Crims just holding. It's a lovely pick for Crims. Just exit and Henny left. And there is an AK at least for Henny.
And these rounds have felt so flat once.
But it's just so flat indeed. It's flat line completely here. And X is trying his best, at least gets one, but you kind of knew the Masher was coming around the corner. 15-12, 1 round away.
Well, they've used all their timeouts on the MIBR side, so they're on their own here. Just to know as well, like Henny, one of the big names, you're on Overpass as well. Like it's an Orpa's paradise, right? Each and every time, it should be at least. And he's on 9-20 right now. The big names that have turned up, Turtle, of course, Insani, but they really have cooled off. Like Jason said, 18, 19 kills in that first half, now set on 22. There's been a couple of very impressive moments from Turtle, but he's cooled off as well. They need to find team coordination to find 3 rounds in a row. Picking up the pace towards middle this time, as Turtle suggests they might be probing towards B. Nice spam, potentially hits Mezzi a little bit. And they'll take the bomb towards middle. Roy in towards that connector. Well up for a fight, it seems.
He's the only real presence on that side of the map. You can see on the minimap, Mezzi's just now shifting over, but for a long time, Roy was the only one with any kind of intel of what might be heading towards the A-bomb site. Quiet and slow for MIBR. All the pressure. Opening series, looking against them. They've got to win 3 straight to go into overtime. And Roy's just chilling.
Yeah, he's tried a few flanks from this position in this half.
Well, it's nice because he's got his teammates on short. He's got Nikadaz with the AWP kind of peering into the door that's been blown open, so he's covering him to anyone moving towards blue door. So Roy just gets to look upwards.
Oh, Mezzi, he's jump spotting. Will he eventually see his opponents? Another great, that's going to be actually perfect. Lands out to the left side. They can't run that way. Mezzi is then swinging out with a headshot. A second kill, and Roy's flank finally activates. And Fnatic have got this job done. Their opening match here in Pro League, surely just a moment from being collected.
Proud of your boy Mezzi, Henry?
I'm very proud.
I saw a little golf clap right there.
I was very proud.
That was
lovely.
Yeah.
Like the incendiary funneled him into his position. He nails the spray. He's got that AK-47, and Turtle now just looking at pad stats. There's nothing that can be done. The bomb is down. It will be a 2-0. A bit of a wake-up call for Fnatic. They've won the map. They've had some awkward rounds. They're warming up into the tournament. It's absolutely fine.
I think the CT side won't even be a conversation for Fnatic. It's going to be the T side. It's going to be all those miscues of allowing Insanity to do so much. 16-12 victory for Fnatic. They take a 2-0 series win over MIBR to start ESL Pro League. We've got more Counter-Strike underway, so stay tuned and we'll be back.